welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to the final day of BOOKMAS. This series has truly taken me forever to film. Life got ahead of me, but we're here wrapping it up. This is the final video. This is the climax of BOOKMAS. We are reacting to 1-star reviews of my top 5 reads of 2025. So we have picked the top 5. I've done my top 10. Obviously, if you haven't seen my top 10 list, go and check that out. It is great. We're talking about This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, Out on a Limb by Bonam-Young, Teen Queen by Devney Perry, This Summer Will Be Different, and Daydream by Hannah Grace. We're going to start with Daydream. So this has a 3.9 average rating with over 100,000 reviews. So I feel like that's pretty decent. But let's get to it. It has not many 1 stars. Some of them are stupid. I'll do like a little insert here of like what they are, but like Bananas has unlocked a new level of brain. I don't know what that means. Go Give to Him for Christmas was her. They're college students. I don't get it. Let's go. Straight up, this book is boring. There is no build-up, no tension, no chemistry between the characters, and steamy scenes are bland. The fuckboy and virgin storyline is tired, go away. There's entire paragraphs, I swear, are repeated in this book. Did no one edit this? I don't get how these big books get published like this. The writing is trash. I'm truly astonished that the MMC chapters got through this year's 2024 when they're so icky at times. I don't know what she means. I can't relate. Can't relate. This was not the same virgin fuckboy trope style. This is very different. Can't relate, sorry. A lot of people are just saying that they're disappointed. Like there's no real substance as to why they're disappointed. This person gets an absolute 1. Like if I was to give her a 0, I could give her a 0, but this is an absolute. What the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, but with Henry, I don't get it. He's kind of wanker. He's kind of a wanker. Like, I just didn't like him. Why was he so rude to her all the time? Like, shut up. I don't believe he's supposed to be this lady man F-boy. Hallie, annoying as fuck. Just gave me the ick. The whole F-boy virgin girl dynamic in general gave me the ick. Now, why was she gifting her virginity to him for Christmas? Crazy and not like in a good way. And chop it off. This book was also boring. What even happened? Despite it being super long, it pissed me off. Could be over for me and Hannah Grace. He's not an F-boy. He wasn't rude to her. He's neurodivergent. Communicating is hard for him. Like, I don't know. I think people are just really out of touch. And gifting her virginity was not, it wasn't a gift. It was like, I'm ready. This is the time that I want to do it. It's not that deep. This person is even worse. Please, what the actual fuck was this book? Hallie, grow up. You're so fucking lame. I can't. Henry, stop trying to be real. We all know you don't believe any of this shit you're saying. Never again. Sorry. Take a hike. Take a fucking hike. That is so rude. There is nothing wrong with either of their characters. Like, she's she's not lame. She's got baggage and trauma and doesn't feel loved and appreciated. Like, what is wrong with you? And like, he is neurodivergent. I don't know what there is to explain. I don't think people really get it. What the whole point of the book is. Anyway, we're gonna move on to This Summer Will Be Different. Actually, it doesn't have that low of a rating as I expected. It is a 3.98 with over 200,000 ratings. So maybe people don't hate it as much as I think that they do. Let's go to the 1 stars. My problem when I read these things is like, tell me why it was bad. Tell me a specific reason. I'm truly disappointed by this novel, mostly because it was one of my most anticipated reads of the year. While I do understand that the covers met under sexual pretenses, the whole book just felt like covered with sex. I was incredibly frustrated by the fact that you didn't even figure out what Bridget's crisis was for like 280 pages. And even then you did find out it was the most anticlimactic thing you could have anticipated happening. Furthermore, they kept going back and forth. He loves me, I'm scared. He doesn't love me, it's just a fling. Pick a lane and stay in it. I loved Every Summer After and Meet Me at the Lake so much. And I do fully understand that this book is people's cup of tea, for sure. Maybe I'm just an enemies to lovers yearning slow burn a girly at heart, but this one was difficult for me. No. People are incredibly flawed and have incredibly wrong ways of doing things in life, and that's what this book is. Obviously they're not going to figure out Bridget's crisis because she's so like not wanting to talk about it. And of course, like, they're going to go, well, they won't, they back and forth because they're damaged. They're got like trauma. Like, Lucy has so much baggage in life. Of course she can't work it out. And of course for Bridget, her ordeal was such a big deal because she felt like Lucy was her sister and they had each other's backs, and like she felt like she was losing everything and she didn't know what to do. If you are in it looking for a romance, get another book. You won't find it here. I'm not even sure that this book was about Felix and Lucy at all. The whole plot of this book was based on Felix's bigger sister refusing to answer a simple question and running away from her life and her fiance days before her wedding. And when she finally reveals that it was not a big deal. Seriously, so stupid. Unfortunately, I understand what you're saying, but I think when you read a Carley Fortune book, you're signing up for a story that is more than just a romance. This book is more than just a romance, so I don't think that warrants a 1 star, because there is a reason. Like, there's more layers than just a romance here. Anyway, that's on that. Everyone else's reviews is annoying me. Tin Queen by Devney Perry. If this is any 1 star reviews, I'll truly be so angry. This is a 4.32 average rating with 11,000 ratings. This book should not have any 1 star reviews. There is some, but let's see. Not many actual 1 star reviews. There's 43 1 star ratings. So let's see. Nova is the most annoying character of this series. It's hard to read. Sadly, unlike other reviewers, I still hated her guts by the end of the book. I gave the first 4 books 5 stars, the 5th a 3, the 6th a 1. There is no heroine in this book unlike others, but I really suggest reading the first 4 books and I think back to them often. I don't really have anything to say here. Like, this is kind of like a personal preference thing. I think Nova's still a heroine and she had a lot of issues in life. I'll give you a pass. I feel let down. I really sat down and read this entire series and this is where it ends. And Nova's story wasn't really a love story and it was so tied down with drama and conflicting storylines. I had no idea what was going on. The only bright side is that I can officially say I've read the entire Clifton Forge series and move on with my life. There was a lot that needed to be wrapped up. Sorry, bestie. I don't get it. Some of these reviews I just truly can't understand. A guide to undo an entire character's personality and how to make a 32-year-old woman seem so naive and dumb, and she doesn't question anything that her often absent father tells her, nor does she attempt to find the truth before putting into march her revenge plan. I don't think that she was 32. That seems a little bit too old. I don't remember. Yeah, because she's fucking brainwashed. Do we not know how brainwashing works? Do we not know how gaslighting works? Do we not know how abuse works? Do we not know how toxic parents work? She was brainwashed. Of course she's not gonna question things. Of course, he created this fake persona of herself and made it out like he was perfect. So of course she's gonna believe him and not question it. Hello? Anyway, let's move to Out on a Limb. Now, there is one star review on Out on a Limb that I have read and commented back to in the past, and I'm not going to bring it up here because it just truly enrages me. But the review says she takes her pill regularly, and she doesn't. Her best friend specifically says to her that she often misses her pill when her phone dies, because she forgets to charge it and she forgets the alarm. So also, Out on a Limb has a really high rating. It's got 4.32. So my 5 stars are the good books. So I'm really not getting too enraged this year because the people's reviews just kind of mean nothing because they're not very eloquent. Okay, this one's kind of funny. Not even 10 pages in to the book, I fight the urge to crawl into his lap and purr. That should have been my sign to back the fuck up. I went into this blindly and I was not prepared for 375 pages about pregnancy with a fluffy romantic subplot. Everything was so sweet and healthy and no fucking drama at all. But hold on, she had a meltdown and ended at the end of the book because he bought her a fucking bathtub. Get a grip. Clearly this is not the style for her. She likes drama in books. That's just fine, but clearly, yeah, this book was clearly not for her because sweet, wholesome, and perfect. Okay? That's not a bad review. So perfect, in fact, that there was no conflict or drama, which made it dreadfully boring. Why can't we read books? Why do we have to negatively review a book that was well written and didn't feel like I was watching Days of Our Lives? Why does that constitute a 1-star review when there is no drama and you actually get to see something that is not like watching a fucking soap opera? Sometimes I want calm, healthy, communicative love. That does not constitute a 1-star. That is purely, it's just not for you. You shouldn't have picked it up in the first place. I don't think anyone reviews this book and says that there is drama. So maybe people should be more wise when they pick up a book. Okay, here we go. Why the author starts a pregnancy trope book explaining her pro-choice views and how she wanted to make it an option for the MC to receive an abortion, especially when the MC is so irresponsible and misses her birth control pills quite often. Just ridiculous. I don't understand why anyone should try to alienate their potential readers by thrusting their viewpoint. Okay. trusting their viewpoint regarding something so sensitive at the beginning of the book. I'm very much pro-life and believe that abortion is killing a baby. Reading this at the beginning of the book, I was interested in reading. Kills every bit of interest I might have had in this. I'm gonna respond to this person. Take your pro-life stance and get out of here. It's pro-choice only. That's the only way. My response back is, you purely left this review to push your agenda. You are also thrusting your viewpoint on potential readers. An author can make whatever political statement they want in their book. That is my... This is so funny. This person has made their account private, so I can't comment. But their review is public. I don't understand. Okay, this is the last review I'm gonna read on this book. I think this book is a classic example of the problem is not you, it's me. The reviews are so positive. I'm almost surprised that I didn't like it at all. Did we read the same book? If I had to read this book at another time, I would have DNF'd it. I only finished it because I had a lot of free time and thought maybe the ending would surprise me. I was wrong. I also had the expectation from the premise. I even thought it would be a first 5-star book of the year. I'm sorry to give only 1 star, but I really can't find a single thing I liked. The story was terribly boring. The characters are flat and poorly characterized. I felt apathetic while reading it. I don't understand. What about them is boring? My number 1 book of the year, This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. 4.41 average rating on 32,000 reviews. So again, pretty good. I'm probably going to struggle to find 1 stars, but let's see. There's 76 1 stars. Not great. Anyway, DNF'd at 40%. I had heard so much about this author and this book that I was excited to pick it up. However, this was not a good fit for me. I found the characters one-dimensional and the dialogue was forced. There was no chemistry among the characters and I had to make myself read it, even rushing through in order to just be finished with the book, before finally giving up. I just couldn't start my new year reading a book I disliked so much. Not sure how this has such a high rating. Are we reading the same book? There's a lot of chemistry and there's a very, very strong characters. I don't know. Feels like an icky statement to be making. This book gave part 53 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? While the autism and divorce writing was beautiful and beautifully refreshing and top tier for Miss Kennedy Ryan, the unrealistic self-love journey and relationship that lacked chemistry fell flat. Sorry, there is no unrealistic self-love here, and I don't get why it would be. There was a lot of chemistry. A lot of chemistry. Last review because people are stupid. I decided to try this book to see what all the hype was about, but I couldn't finish reading the first chapter because it failed to grab my attention right out the gate. I don't think this author is the right fit for me, but each to their own. Fair, each to their own. The start of this book is like, holy shit, so much happens. I think it maybe happens in chapter 2, so she probably didn't give it a fair effort. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I didn't get too heated, but I think people are just reviewing negatively for the sake of reviewing and not giving exact reasons why it was bad. So I don't know. It's just like personal taste. A lot of those reviews are like personal taste and probably not reading synopsises and not doing correct research. So anyway, that's the end of that. That is the end of BOOKMAS. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. It was a chaotic year. A lot of books were read. I will see you guys in the new year with my first video back, which I probably will be my January TBR. So I'll see you guys then. Make sure you like and subscribe because the content is coming right at you next year. I am committing to creating more long form content because I love it. So see you guys in 2025. Bye guys.